Yo, what it do, YouTube fam? It's your boy Wolfie here. Welcome back to the Inter Milan series with the team that is undefeated. And yeah, we successfully, obviously in the last episode, topped our group, went through to the knockout stages. So here we go. We got the draw. I'm gonna do automatic draw. So we already got Hertha and the Lech. I was gonna just draw, but I thought let me just show the fans what they want to see. Rosenborg still obviously got through. They're against Ajax. Partizan versus Shakhtar. That's an easy win for Shakhtar. Fenerbahce have been drawn against Schalke. That's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to go with Schalke in that game. Genk and Celta Vigo, pretty even. Probably going to go with Genk to edge it. And we've got Feyenoord. Okay, we don't need to watch anymore. We've got Feyenoord, and it's an away tie to start off with. I can work with that. Right then, transfers. Let's do this. I mean, the sound of that probably doesn't give you any sort of excitement. But it's been stressful. It's been stressful. I've had to go against everything that I was once talking about at the start of the season about transfers. But let's go into it. For a fee of nearly £17 million, 16.75 million will rise up to 18.75 million. Benega's gone to Everton. Was complaining about first team football numerous times over the course of the first half of the season, complaining that he didn't get a lot of starts, saying that he should have been the main player. And I said to him, look mate, look, just chill out. Alright, there's not first team football to be played. We're in the Europa League, we're in the TIM Cup, we'll win the league. Still weren't good enough for him. For me, it was probably just more money, because if you look now, he's earning 99k a week. I don't know why they just didn't make it 100. I don't get it, but he's earning 99k a week. So for me, I think personally it was more money rather than him not playing. Since moving though, he's played 3 times. Started in, I'm guessing, the last 3 recent games. No goals or no assists to mention to his name, but his passing ratio is on 77%. But he's got an average rating of 6.74, so not amazing, but obviously we can't really judge that off of 3 games. I do like Benega, but I don't know. As I said, I think personally for me it was more money. I mean, he was all right for us. 7 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, a match rating of 7.33, getting a pass ratio of 88%. I mean, when you look at that and you hear that, you're like, oh, you should have kept him. But I did try and talk him into it, but he just didn't want to stay. So there you go. Benega is now an Everton player. He's now valued at £22.5 million as well. A bit cheeky that. I think I mentioned this one in a few episodes ago. I can't remember when, but I mentioned it ago sometime back in the day. But Kondreva is now a Manchester City player. He's earning 110k a week, now valued at 20 million. Somehow this Marchuk has gone up in stars and is now valued at his potential, or his current ability, is 4.5 stars. Since when? Since when? Whose man's? He's a very fantastic player, very good player. I mean, he said he wasn't playing enough, so there wasn't anything really I could say. I mean, I did try and play him now and again, but you got to mention I'm trying to bleed in a young Barbosa, who is a wonder kid who has a lot of potential and a lot of time on his hands, whereas Kondreva is 29 years old. So yeah, playing experience was good, and I did now and again, but I also had to bleed in Barbosa, which I was talking about. We've also got Juanpi as well, who can play on the right hand side. I have to give him game time. So there were 3 wingers I'm trying to share game time between. So you weren't going to be like the king or the key star, especially at 29 years of age. But having said that, at 29, he's a very good player. Had 8 appearances, 7 goals, 7 assists as well. So 4 assists, as well. In all competitions, had 8 goals and 5 assists. So you know, shot in it says in international, he had 100% shot accuracy. I see you. I see you. But nah, I don't have a problem with him. We didn't leave on bad terms or anything like that. He left and I said, you're more than welcome back. He said, I know what my future holds. I said, thank you very much, because I might need you back in the future, because I know you ain't gonna last at Man City. You're 29 years old at Manchester City and they've got billions of money. He ain't lasting, mate. Hull City, the manager of Hull City, expressed his interest in signing Andrea Ranocchia, and I kind of looked at it and thought, well, if you do come back, I don't think I'm going to use you, not as well as Hull City have used you. So I think the best move for him personally, for like just looking at it for a a player's career standpoint, it would be better for me to let him go to Hull City, where he will actually play. And as you can see, he's had 19 appearances for Hull at the first half of the season, and is still playing for them now in this first team. Got an average rating of 7.02, and so far got an average rating of 7.05. So he's doing very well, and the fee was only £2 million. It wasn't a lot. I wasn't gonna get a lot of money for him, but yeah, as I said, from a player's standpoint of view, from his chat, I had to think about. Oh Lord, I just hit my mic. I had to think about whether what would I want to do, and I'd probably want to stay at Hull City because I'm actually going to get game time. So yeah. So the first signing we made was Pepe Lu from Levante's B team, and I think he's got a lot of potential to him. I think he's got a lot to offer in the future. We only paid £4 million for him, so it's not a lot. He's a Spanish midfielder, which means that technically he should be very good in the future, and mentally as well. But he does look like he's going to be that kind of all-rounder midfielder. I mean, his finishing's still not there yet. His dribbling's not there yet. There are a lot of things that are not there yet, but for an 18-year-old, there are a lot of things that are there yet, which is promising to see, and it's nice to see. I've loaned him out, though, to Pisca Calcio, so I'm hoping that he will get a lot of game time at the second half of the season, and learn the style of Italian football whilst he's down there in Serie B, which is the league below, and yeah, just work on his development, which he's not upset about. He's more than happy to do so. So I'm wishing him the best. So far he's had one match, and got man of the match as well, which is good signs. So I'm hoping we'll see more from that in his development over the next half of the season. Listen, had to. Lucas Romero is clean. I mean, I didn't really use him last FM for some strange, odd reason, but the FM before, he was like my go-to midfielder. And FM14 with the Inter Milan save that I actually did, he was like the main player. Like, I was building the team around him back when he was actually class as a wonder kid. Somehow he's not, but still very, very good in terms of his stats and what he can offer to the team. Very versatile midfielder, which is what we like to see, which is what I think Inter Milan are very good at, having very versatile midfielders. We've got Brozovic, we've got Medel, we've got Lucas Romero now, we've got Pepe Lu. So I'm trying to continue on that style of finding, very versatile-ish midfielders. But mentals are clean, all blues. Physicals are very good. Mentals are good as well. So I think he's going to have no problem fitting in. Argentinian, we've got a lot of Argentinian players around the team. So it's all good in the flipping hood. Paid 7.5 million for him. It will eventually arise. Your boy said arise. Your boy said arise. No, it will rise to £10 million. And I'm very happy with this deal. Last but not least, we've got Divock Origi, who is loan listed by Liverpool, and we've signed him up. Reason being is because Eder is possibly, well, I wouldn't say possibly, I'd say it's 95% happening that he's leaving the club now. He's just complaining about first team football. He's been the moaniest player I've had in a long time. I just can't stand it. It just annoys me. So I had to get a replacement, but I got a replacement of a player who is exactly like Eder in terms of positions, because we can't afford to lose depth in our team, because we're in the Europa League. Obviously, we're moving on to the knockout stages now. We're still in the TIM Cup, and we're still, progressively like dominating Serie A, which is very, very good. So I can't afford to drop depth within the team. So Origi was the perfect player to look at when I saw him being loan listed. I have left him on rotation as the option that will be using him, but you never know, he could slot into the first team. I don't know, but yeah, it's a loan, and there's no future free or anything like that. It's just for the rest of the season. So yeah. So over the course so far, the transfer window's not closed yet. We're only on the 19th of January, but in total so far I've recuperated £40.5 million, and in total I have spent £29.5 million, £29.5 million. So that's not a lot, to be honest, considering the amount of players I've got here. That isn't a lot of money at all. So I'm very happy with the signings I've made. I don't think that they overflow the squad. I don't think they corrupt the squad. Just literally refilling gaps that we've lost, and also looking for the future in the likes of Kuki, and now we've got Pepe Lu as well. Two Spanish players, I just realised, so that's going to be nice for them to be around each other. Pause. Then we've got Juanpi there, who is a very, very nice backup player. So I'm very happy. But yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know if there's any other deals. Yeah, Brozovic is being hunted down by Manchester City. He actually wants to leave the club because they offer him more wages. Listen to that, because they offer him freaking more wages. I tried to give him a contract, but we just couldn't come to terms with a deal. I asked him, what would you want? Like, what are the wages you're talking about? Marchuka said 87k a week. I said I can meet that. That's cool. Walk into contract talks now. My guys talk about some 110k a week. I was like, are you mad? Are you like crazy? So we lowered that down, locked it into 87. Then he wanted a like £6 million sign-on fee, and I was like, nah, knock that down to like 3 million. And then just with all the bonuses and stuff, we just couldn't come to a deal. So I'm hoping that it resolves, but I don't think it will, and I do think we'll probably lose Brozovic. But they're not meeting what I'm asking for. He's valued at 20 million, and Man City have been cheeky enough, the cheek, to offer me 13 million pounds. Are you joking? Are you absolutely joking? I did try and sneak a deal in for my boy Sebastian Giovinco, but he's no interest in returning to the Serie A. I think he's very happy with the money he's making over in America, and I think the lifestyle of America as well kind of makes him feel a bit more comfortable staying there. Anything else to mention? Bournemouth came in for a cheeky loan for Peruzzi, but I rejected it because we need him for backup. Pinamonti is we've signed him to a professional contract now, and he looks very, very good, very good. I really can't wait to see his development. Is he being tutored though? That is the question. No, he is not. Now would be the time. I'm gonna go with Perisic to I mean, it would have been nice to have a striker, but I think Icardi is tutoring Kuki, so that's why. And then we haven't got the Bose. We haven't got a Bose figure to do that. Mario Balotelli is coming to us in the summer. We signed him on an approach to sign. I feel that's a very good signing. Real life, probably not. He's going to be a backup player because that work rate is disgusting. I'm not having that at all. But when we are literally on our last dying hope, that's when we'll use Balotelli. I've stated in the contract that he's going to be a rotation player. He's more than happy. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway, that is the end of this transfer video and this transfer episode. Let me know what y'all think about all the signings and the players that have left and whatnot. It's been a pleasure. It's been your boy Wolfie. In the next episode, we'll go over the schedule, how we've been doing, and we'll play the first TIM Cup game against Empoli at home. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more of the series, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Been a pleasure. Been your boy Wolfie. Peace. I don't even know if you heard that, but yeah, peace.